Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE is gearing up for a huge summer, and the potential return of all women's PLE, Evolution, might be one of the most important developments of the year. Recent reports suggest Evolution 2 is being planned for July 13, 2025 in Atlanta, Georgia, the same weekend that will feature WWE's Saturday night's main event and AEW's All In Texas. With last night's developments on WWE Raw, Triple H might have dropped some subtle hints regarding the main event of the show. While nothing is officially confirmed, subtle booking and recent developments point toward a marquee clash between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship imminently, and Evolution could be the perfect place for this blockbuster matchup. The two recently joined forces after months of tension, but Mami made it clear that she has her sights set on the top prize. Ripley qualified for the 2025 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match last night, with the eponymous PLE scheduled to emanate from Los Angeles, California, on June 7. If the Eradicator wins the briefcase, she may not go for a sneak attack. Instead, she might choose the honorable path and announce that she would be challenging the Women's World Champion at Evolution, a show built on respect, competition, and opportunity. Triple H has been a major force behind the women's revolution since its early days and was instrumental in bringing the original Evolution PLE to life alongside Stephanie McMahon back in 2018. With the women's roster hotter than ever and names like Rhea Ripley and Io Sky leading the charge, a high-stakes main event between the two feels not only fitting, but like the perfect match the game could build a historic all-women's event around. There is still a lot left to be told in the story of Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, and fans could be in for one of the most emotionally charged and athletically thrilling matches of the year if the two square off for the Women's World Championship in the main event of WWE Evolution 2025. Beyond wrestling, snooker remains Tathia's top priority alongside academics. He promotes snooker and billiards through written content and multimedia for the Sportal, Apex Sports, and independently. Tathia got hooked on wrestling during the road to WrestleMania 34 when there was widespread speculation about a potential John Cena vs. The Undertaker match because they had always been the two most popular stars amongst the casual viewing audience in the country. The build-up to their match fueled his curiosity. Despite the brief match, he began exploring wrestling through Sportskeeda, which led him to become passionate about the industry. CM Punk is a standout figure for Tathia, as he believes the star is a true master of blending fiction and reality in wrestling. Among a whole lot of things about CM Punk, he also resonates with Punk's mantra, "I'm straight edge, and straight edge means I'm better than you." Alright, maybe not the last part. Tathia interviewed wrestling stars such as Gunther and Drew McIntyre at the WWE Superstar Spectacle 2023 in Hyderabad. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, few things generate as much excitement as a major pay-per-view event, and even fewer inspire the level of intrigue that surrounds WWE Evolution. First held in 2018, Evolution marked a historic milestone as the first-ever all-women's pay-per-view under the WWE banner. Fast forward to 2025, and fans are once again abuzz as whispers of a second full-scale Evolution event begin to build momentum. But amidst the carefully curated promos and cryptic press conferences, one man may have just pulled back the curtain ever so slightly. WWE Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque. In a recent media scrum following WWE Backlash 2025, Triple H was asked about the possibility of Evolution returning later this year. What followed was a masterclass in controlled ambiguity, just enough to spark speculation, but not quite enough to confirm anything outright. However, for those paying close attention, his choice of words, his expressions, and one offhand comment may have inadvertently revealed the biggest piece of the puzzle, the main event. Triple H is no stranger to the game of teases and long-term storytelling. After all, it's practically a second language in WWE. But when he smiled and said, "You'll want to keep your eyes on SummerSlam this year," let's just say, the future of the women's division is going to take center stage in a way we haven't seen in a long time. It didn't go unnoticed. This line, while innocuous on the surface, has set off alarm bells in the minds of the WWE Universe. What could he have meant by, in a way we haven't seen in a long time? Some interpreted it as the return of legends. Others heard it as a hint of inter-brand competition. But the prevailing theory, and perhaps the most exciting one, is that Triple H was pointing toward a generational showdown at WWE Evolution 2025. If rumors and fan theory hold any weight, and they often do when backed by WWE's layered storytelling, then the main event of Evolution 2025 will see the man Becky Lynch going one-on-one with the reigning Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley. Becky Lynch is, without question, one of the defining figures of the women's wrestling revolution. Her rise from underdog to the man changed the industry forever. She was one of the main event stars of WrestleMania 35, and her presence in a headline slot at Evolution would tie the present day to the glory of that movement. On the other side, Rhea Ripley represents the new era, ferocious, athletic, dominant. As the face of the Judgment Day and one of WWE's most consistently booked champions, Ripley has not just stepped into the spotlight, she's made it her own. A clash between Lynch and Ripley isn't just a dream match, it's a torch-passing moment. Interestingly, WWE has been quietly setting the stage for this encounter. Ripley and Lynch have crossed paths in tag matches and multi-woman contests, but they've never had a true one-on-one feud at a premium live event. That feels intentional. Back in early 2024, a backstage segment on Raw saw the two share a moment of tension, barely a few seconds long, but enough to stoke speculation. WWE's commentary team, never ones to say something by accident, mentioned how both women were destined for a collision. At the time, it seemed like a throwaway line. In hindsight, it reads more like a breadcrumb. Moreover, Becky's return in mid-2025 has seen her cutting increasingly introspective promos. She's mentioned legacy. She's talked about her daughter. And crucially, she's repeatedly questioned what's left for her to prove. A final main event, a last war to cement her position atop the mountain, could be the perfect swan song, or at least the next chapter. The original Evolution event in 2018 featured Becky Lynch in a brutal last woman standing match against Charlotte Flair, a match that many still consider one of the best in WWE history. Recreating that level of drama and spectacle in 2025, this time with Rhea Ripley in the opposing corner, would be a masterstroke of narrative symmetry. Moreover, it would showcase what WWE has become under Triple H's leadership, a company that reveres its history while actively pushing the envelope forward. Lynch vs. Ripley isn't just a fight, it's a statement. It tells the world that women's wrestling isn't just alive in WWE, it's thriving. Of course, Triple H's slip may be part of a larger misdirection. This is WWE after all. Other names have been floated as potential headliners for Evolution 2025. Charlotte Flair, who has been teasing a comeback, could easily step into a headline role. Bayley, now the women's champion on SmackDown, has unfinished business with multiple rivals. Jade Cargill, the breakout star signed from AEW, could be positioned in a marquee match against someone like Bianca Belair. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, who recently returned at another company's show, is still a wild card. If WWE and Moné ever reunite, Evolution would be the ideal place. But none of those options carry the same narrative weight, or the careful setup, that Becky Lynch vs. Rhea Ripley offers. If there's one thing fans have learned over the years, it's that Triple H rarely says things without purpose. Whether through a cryptic tweet, a suggestive interview, or a fleeting smirk, he knows how to get people talking and keep them guessing. In this case, he may have done more than tease a match. He may have given away the very heart of WWE Evolution 2025. And if that heart beats with the energy of Lynch vs. Ripley, then fans are in for a classic. Until WWE makes it official, we'll have to wait and see. But make no mistake, if that's the match on the horizon, then Triple H didn't just reveal the main event.